Yes, I think it's quite obviously, and made it clear several times that Wes is already a big legend for this club and will be even bigger in the future. So I think in this times in football, it's outstanding to be there for 10 years or nearly 10 years. We all got the feeling. So we in Norwich, really have to be thankful that we have the best of Wes Hoolahan, because when you have a player with so much potential in the age from 25 to 35 or nearly 36 right now, then you have to be thankful, and to have a lad who is there with so much passion and so much emotion and so much identification for the club. It's outstanding, and then especially to have this player with his ability, so he can create some magic moments on the pitch, and he was so full of potential and so full of creativity. So you're always searching for a player who has his ability in football, and then to have him for such a long period, it's outstanding. And I think there's really a deep relationship between the club and Wes, and that's the reason why in the last days, so everyone is really so excited and also sad that it is his last game for this club. But I think in general, so all the honors and all the emotions are well deserved for him. So we had several chats during this week as well, and we spoke about the situation, and I also got the feeling he's pretty emotional for this moment. And all I can do, for me, it's also a big pleasure, and I really feel honored and blessed that I was allowed to be his coach in the last 12 months, not only because he's an outstanding player, but also because of his character and because of his personality. And even in this age, he's always greedy and highly motivated, and also sometimes angry when he was just on the bench or he came in as late substitute or something like this. So it's exactly what you want as a head coach, and we had I think pretty good relationship, and I'm pretty happy that I was allowed to be his coach for 12 months. I think in general, it's when you have such a decision after such a long time, it's not only a decision of the club, but it's also about what are the thoughts of the player, what is for him the right moment to leave, or what do you think? It's always, even for a player, sometimes a difficult decision, when is the right moment to go. So you want to go if anyhow possible on the with the best performances and really on a high, and it's also up to a player to find the right moment after such a long career, then to say, okay, it's the best time to go. And for me, I got the feeling so. It's also for Wes. He's 100% competitive and also able to influence the game, and yet big impact also during this season. Every time when I brought him in from the bench, he was able to add something special to our game. But also when he was involved in the starting lineup, for example, with our great away win at Ipswich, he was crucial for our game, and he was still there with good performances. And I got the feeling, so in general, it's just my feeling, it's a good timing of him and also of the club, because he goes right now in a situation where he's still in a really good shape, and you got the feeling, okay, he could perhaps go a little bit further on. So it's even better to have this decision instead of everyone is saying, okay, right now he's perhaps 2 years too late or something like this. So in general, if you ask me, for my opinion, I think for him it's a really good decision to go in this way, although we are all a bit sad and disappointed, because you think, okay, even in 6 months or whatever, he could also perhaps be there with really good performances. But in general, my feeling is he found a good moment.
Is Wes captain tomorrow? Main captain?
No presents, no gifts. We want to win this game, but Wes doesn't need any gifts and any presents, and he has a good chance to be involved tomorrow. And we will see.
I don't think he'd be very popular if you didn't play him tomorrow.
I would say the sporting director wants him on the bench or whatever. And the pressure is on Stuart. I think the reaction is outstanding, because I got the feeling, so since 6 days we just have one topic and don't speak about the future or the history or the situation of the club. We just speak about Wes Hoolahan, and to be honest, I expected this, and I think it's totally deserved. It's totally deserved, because this career is massive, and I think it's also outstanding because normally, in this times, in this business, it's okay, you speak 1 or 2 days about such a decision, and then it's okay, who is following next, and to speak about all the other topics and issues. I think in general it's outstanding. Then although it's a big decision for the club and also for him, that we speak nearly all the week just about him, but well deserved. And I think it's the right thing to do in this week. I think it would be perhaps a bit too much if it lasts further on for the next 5 weeks or whatever, but in general, so I got the feeling to have this week really totally concentrate on Wes is totally deserved, and also what we did during this training week. So and I think it's the right decision, and well deserved.
Can you just give us an insight, as you say, tomorrow it's about Wes, how much is there a desire, what is the mood, and what's the rest of the boys to really send him off on a winning note? How determined are they?
I think we have to be a bit careful that we are not over motivated, because I got this feeling during the week they are all just concentrated really on him and speaking about some. Don't tell him, but probably there will be some presents or whatever for him after the last game, and they're concentrated on this and some. So normally like football players are young men. Full of self-confidence and thinking about themselves, but in this season they were working with a knife and some paper and paint something for him and on his pin and pictures and whatever. So it's more like my football players, you think strong and tough and whatever. So during this week they were pretty sensitive and emotional and creative also with painting something and whatever. So I was a bit surprised, but you got the feeling they want a perfect game for Wes tomorrow, and that's nice. Wes is absolutely a role model. So on the pitch, what he does, and but also off the pitch. So he speaks a lot, or spoke a lot with the young players, and give him hints, not in a way. So I know everything about football and I explain you how it works. So this is what young players won't accept, but he did it just in a unbelievable natural way. So it's more like one small hint on the training pitch or with a smile on his face, because Wes is nearly all the day he's smiling in a good mood. Perhaps not when I substitute him and let him on the bench, but pretty quick after this, then he's again there in a good mood. And that's why all the players like him so much and also trust him, because they know how great his career was and how big his respect or the respect of all the people who worked with him together is for him, and they want to learn. And when he speaks, so it's not like each and every day he speaks 3 hours about football, but when he sometimes has an advice, and everyone is listening. And I think it was, especially for our young players, especially for James, who played nearly a similar role, pretty important.
Quite right, we're talking about the emotion and the romance almost of it and the occasion tomorrow, and that'll be very special. But the hard-headed side of football means you have to now start planning for the future in that area of the pitch. The reality is he's obviously going. Moritz Larkin will go back to Augsburg. We know all the speculation around James in the summer. Do you feel you've got options in that area of the pitch looking forward to next season?
First of all, I got the feeling even in our squad there are some options. So I'm pretty thankful that Onel Hernandez is right now back after his injury. We have several options. Some loan players will come back. For example, in these positions, Todd Cantwell comes back. But I think it's also important, to watch out a bit especially in the offense to strengthen our squad, because in general. We had sometimes in this season the problem to score enough goals, and in general this is a topic we want to improve for the next season. And for that, then you need some quality and to add some goals, and especially in the offensive positions, I think it's 100% necessary to do this. So we want to improve our own players, but we will and have also to be awake what is possible for us in the market. I think it's not so easy because we don't have the money like several other clubs, so we have to be a bit smarter and a bit quicker in our movements, and perhaps take a bit more risk, because we can't sign let's say offensive winger for £20 million or a striker for £20 million. So we need to find some smart solutions, and that's what we're trying to do.